Hi, we are in the Motorland e-mobility service, not those related to scooters, motorcycles and ATVs, but in the service of electric devices, because Motorland also is known from electric scooters, electric bikes and other devices that use electric cells. Irek is with us. He is the head of the service of electromobile devices at Motorland. Hi Irek. Hi. Irek will tell us about the work of the Motorland electromobility service. Tell me, Irek, what are you doing here? First of all, the repair of all kinds of electric devices and two-wheelers. When it comes to two-wheelers, we service bikes, scooters, skateboards. When it comes to battery service, because it is part of our service, we are able to service virtually all types of batteries that are used to drive electromobile devices. I also heard that the offer of Motorland service includes a Bosch and Shimano engine service, right? Yes, so far we have serviced our brands, for example, Bafang, engines and marine bikes. Now Bosch, Shimano service has come. So bicycles with this equipment can be repaired at our place. We will also provide battery service for them. Anyone can make an appointment for the service of their equipment by calling the phone number provided in the description of the film. There you will also find the necessary information about our service. I wanted Irek to tell me if I can make an appointment for service in case of problem with my battery, but can I also send the battery to your service from any place in Poland? Many people send us batteries with a request for diagnosis. The battery sometimes fails, is exhausted, so we comprehensively service the battery. We are able to measure its capacity and sometimes we offer our customers its regeneration. Then we increase the battery capacity and thus the range of the device is much greater. I heard you can convert a conventional bike into an electric one, right? Yes, this is something we have been doing for many years. This is in the case when the customer comes with a bicycle and would like to convert it into an electric bike. Based on the construction of the bike, we suggest what motor can be used, whether we will place it on front, rear wheel or centrally, where to place the controller. This of course depends on how the bike is to be used. A movie about converting a conventional bike to an electric one can be also found in the description of our movie. However, I wanted to ask Irek to show us a few devices used in e-mobility service and tell us about how they work. So let's follow the process of a broken battery that goes on the service. What do you do first? First, we diagnose the battery in terms of efficiency. We are investigating the BMS that manages this battery and the links from which it is built. For this we use various types of power supplies, voltmeters, machines, thanks to which we can discharge and charge the battery with high currents. They handle quite high voltages. While scooters and bicycles have a voltage of 36 to 48 volts, for example in large batteries from electric scooters, voltages of 70 or even 90 volts are used. After the initial verification of damage, the links are sent to the table where the further verification is carried out. The batteries are disassembled, we check their internal structure, we assess the mechanical condition of the cells, because while these machines are used for this in their electrical condition, we check in their mechanical condition whether nothing is torn or damaged. Virtually all batteries at the moment are made of such popular 18650 cells. For regeneration we use Samsung 2.9 Ah or 3.5 Ah cells. After choosing the repair method, we make an offer to the client. We consider returning to normal capacity or replacing the entire battery in the event of major damage. As a rule, we are in favor of replacing the battery pack because the efficiency of the entire battery may even depend on a single small cell. If there are, for example, 70 cells in a battery, the battery will act as the weakest cell. So replacing one link will not help us much? That's right, replacing a few cells seldom helps, unless the battery is new and the fault is not very serious. Very often, as I mentioned at the beginning, we also offer customers to increase the capacity of the battery. The amount of space in the battery housing allows you to increase its capacity even twice. Then, with the estimated bicycle range of 60 kilometers, we can cover well over 100 kilometers. Okay, tell me what to do next. If you have everything agreed, are there any more diagnostic tests going on? No, if the customer has already made the decision to choose the battery, the cell package is here behind me on the wall, where the charging takes place. After charging, the batteries wait for about 2 or 3 days and go to the cell segregation machine. This machine groups the cells according to their parameters. The same cells should go to a given battery, which will allow the battery to be used evenly. Therefore, the weakest link determines the efficiency of the entire battery. We want these cells to be the same, to be grouped depending on voltage and internal resistance. This translates into battery life. Tell me, how long does this repair take? We have these cells in stock? It all depends on our processing capacity, but we are able to make one battery in 2-3 days, performing full diagnostics, assessing its technical and mechanical condition. Then we propose a specific solution to the client. It takes about 3 hours to assemble the battery. And tell me, how about waiting for the service? At the moment, the waiting time is short in winter. In spring, however, it is better to make an appointment in advance. Then, the waiting time for repair may be several days. We are at the battery sorting machine. Irek, please tell us about the battery testing process. Charged cells go to this machine, which segregates them according to voltage and internal resistance. We are able to sort these cells down to 200ths of a volt. Of course, I will show you what it looks like in a moment. The cells will go to individual compartments depending on their internal parameters. Voltage and internal resistance are now measured. Having these cells sorted, we are sure that the package from we will build to the future battery will be almost perfect. So, when they get to drawer number 3, they are good links and the rest are inappropriate? No, it doesn't look like that. The cells go to 5 drawers, and those that do not meet the internal parameters go to drawer number 5. Drawer number 1, 2, 3 and 4 has cells with the same parameters, which allows us to create an appropriate battery. Okay, I understand. So this process gives us the confidence of our new battery. Yes, it guarantees that the battery will be fully functional and will serve us for a long time. After segregating the cells, they go to the welding machine, which is behind you, and a package is built of welding machine depending on the voltage and current. And then the packet is formed from connected links. We close it in a tight casting that protects against external factors and absorbs shocks. The housing protects against water, rain, sun. After all, the battery goes to the machine I mentioned at the beginning. It is charged, discharged, we examine its capacity so that the customer is sure of his battery. It can also order us to build a battery from scratch, which can also be an interesting solution. I wanted to ask myself out of curiosity, perhaps future customers of current customers, how often do such links find their way to the service? Does this happen after the warranty period or after several years? It depends on the manufacturer of a given vehicle, machine and used cells. As a rule, good quality cells such as Samsung or LG can withstand 700 to 1000 charging cycles. The service life of the battery has a big impact on it. For example, what the owner do with battery, whether it leaves it discharged or excessively drained, and so on. Please tell me, if after these 1000 cycles the battery capacity drops, but not to the extent that is up to thrown out? It is falling, but the decrease is so large that it is difficult to use it normally. I see. Hope we have cleared some of your doubts. In any case, your cells will certainly go into the good hands of specialists qualified in the field of electronics, so we encourage you to visit our electromobility service, which is located in the Motorland headquarters near Warsaw in Dziekanów Nowy. And we would like to thank you for your attention and invite you to contact. Thank you, Irek, for the interview. Thank you.